fishies. Nice, no?
Very nice. Show a close up.
Oh, that's like video. Go there by 11. I don't know where, yeah. I'm sure it's missing. These are all real. It's like video. It doesn't feel real.
It's crazy.
This is their
Jellyfish.
yeah, this is jellyfish.
The right place at the right time, because some members of our animal care team are about to feed this exhibit right before your very eyes. In a few minutes beforehand, we're going to do some quick rearranging so everyone can get the best out of the action. I want everyone standing in front of the exhibit to just take a seat directly on that carpet for me. If you'd prefer to stand, you're more than welcome to do so underneath the mezzanine level in line with the pillars behind you. Standing over here on the left, giving y'all a wave. Hello, hello. I am a naturalist here in the aquarium. I'm going to guide you through this feeding journey of our largest exhibit at about 1.2 million gallons of water. That is more water than all of our other exhibits combined with some room left over. To top it all off, if you had an extra 44 school buses lying around, you'd be able to fit them all in this exhibit. Now you might be noticing that apart from the water and the animals that swim through it, there isn't much going on in here. Well, don't worry folks, it's not COVID budget cuts. This is actually the largest livable habitat on Earth, the open sea itself. If you refer to the monitors on either side of the exhibit, you'll notice a vast expanse of water found miles offshore where it's nothing but you and the big old blue. The animals that call the open sea home have some amazing adaptations for life in this vast environment. So that's a really cool sight to see. Now we're going to continue with this squid portion, and then we are going to move on to the next course that should be entering any moment now, and it is chopped bait fish, also known as sardines. Now, some of you who've been looking at this exhibit might have noticed that we also have a school of sardines here in this exhibit. So how do we have chopped sardines and live sardines? Well, it's actually pretty simple. If you've got chopped sardines that are kind of gently swimming through the water like these squid are, those mahi and those yellowfin tuna, it's going to be a lot easier for them to catch those chopped sardines than that massive school of fish that's constantly swimming through the exhibit. It's very similar to if you had a chicken sandwich and a live chicken put in front of you. Most people would probably choose the chicken sandwich, right? It's a little bit easier. So that is the same with these fish. And it looks like we are going to be moving on to that in just a few moments. Now we do also have some pretty cool sharks here in this exhibit. The hammerhead sharks are some of my favorite animals that we have here at the aquarium. And a lot of times people are surprised when they aren't the main predators in this feeding, because our media has done a pretty good job at depicting sharks in a very particular light, but they actually are really good at conserving their energy, believe it or not. So what we do is we'll put sometimes a nice juicy salmon fillet on a pole, and we'll kind of put it in the water so that way the shark can swim over when they are ready. So the shark's going to start to swim by, and they're going to take that juicy salmon fillet to go. So they're actually really good at conserving their energy, because they range from eating a few times a day to a few times, just as I said that, they're now heading up towards the top of the exhibit where the mahi are eating the chopped sardines. Now this is actually really purposeful, the order in which we feed these animals, because we here at the aquarium like to say low predation, not no predation, meaning that we try to feed our animals in such a way that everyone's filled to the gills and they don't feel the need to munch on their neighbors. So with us feeding those mahi and those tuna first, hopefully they're going to be full by the time it comes for the sardines' time to shine. But every once in a while, the circle of life does occur. For those of you who've seen the Disney movie The Lion King, unfortunately that song, The Circle of Life, does not play softly in the distance while this happens. But all jokes aside, this just shows that this is a natural habitat. Here at the aquarium, we're habitat-based rather than species-based, meaning that we really want to show you what it's like out there in the ocean, taking a scuba diver's journey without even having to get wet. So this is pretty much what you nailed. Yes, resounding whales. So it's incredible to think that these tiny krill whale can feed these tiny sardines as well as the largest animal in the ocean. And the ecosystem in the ocean and the food web is really important to stay balanced and to be able to...
What's that? Huh?
Yeah. It's like no, you're fine. Lanterns, sea lanterns.
Oh man, look at the lights going.
Yeah, it's like Diwali lights. Diwali lights.
Oh, they're little.
Oh, they're swimming.
They're little shrimps. They're sea monkeys.
Yeah.
We completely ignore the
Yeah.
jellies and just look at the.
Look at those.
Oh, they have those inside. They're eating them.
Oh, those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are the fish
In the stomach.
Oh, they're eating it.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you can see them there too.
Oh, yeah.
See, this one doesn't have
You can
any.
see it in the
Oh,
stomach,
yeah,
like the little
yeah,
shrimp.
yeah. Oh, so you can
Turns
see
around,
its
you'll see
digestive
it going as
system.
well.
There's no escape now. So that's the food. What is
Yeah.
that? What is the? Is it electrical impulses or something?
I think it's little like tiny little tentacles that like move in a pattern. So that's how they move.
If I was a fish and I saw that,
Pachi water.
their tail has like all these little feathers on the side.
Wow, that was so
Please don't do that. And I was like, fuck. So just yeah, I agree.
I'm having a hard time focusing on this.
Plankton. They catch plankton with their giant tentacle things. And tentacles trap prey, they're sticky. They glow. Do you see that? Yeah, they catch. But look, they're like glowing. And then they use their tentacles to catch little planktons, and then it's sticky, so it sticks to it. Why are they glowing though? Take a picture of it, I guess.
No, I have the sides are coming. I don't want any sides.
Wait 1 second, wait. Like Christmas lights.
Yeah. Moving if you're interested. Yeah, those are all still. No, please come here.
saw this?
Yeah, I saw this. This Salema.
This is the whole class. This is like the grade school now. Hey, see this one.
Because they give a nice show.
Anchovies. These are anchovies. See, some of them with the mouth open. Creepy. They're just hanging out here.
Yellowfin
It's not yellowfin. Something.
This here.
Something else.
And what's that patch shark?
Look at the long one. It's also a type of shark only.
Looks like.
The kind of shark we had in our aquarium.
You had? Giant kelpfish, the yellow fish. You see a kelp crab? I don't see. Lion's mane sea sluggish.
It's moving, those things.
Yeah.
Shrimp, they're shrimp.
Okay, see this?
Cartoon or?
Yeah. That thing is approaching to you. Towards you.
Palm trees and palm.
Okay, we'll look at the next
This one's called gold kelp. Gold kelp. Like a gold lip. Yeah. This one grows in 1 year up to 90 feet.
Oh wow.
And then at the end of the season it breaks loose and either sinks or washes up on shore. The giant kelp can live for years. 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
So it can last for
Flatfishes, these are called. No wonder the camouflage bit so well. See, this you can hardly make out. See how it's
In the video you can see very well.
cute animals. Starfish, yeah. Now you should start. Look at the age coloring.
Look here. Yeah.
Wait.
Just gently, just want to gently touch. Just like you touch the head of a dog, you want to be very gentle.
So I touch that. Oh,
You're going to want to pull the sleeves up.
yeah.
Water is here.
Use the hand sanitizer. Oh, look at that one. Right? It's like a dog.
He comes up, but he just, yeah, he does.
Go? You'll go? It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Good.
Patty.
Is it hitting the ground? Nice. It's coming.
I know, I don't.
Yeah. Those orange white ones are not. This there are, yeah.
Very color. Why does it need to be this color?
All the striped ones are generally called clownfish. Yellow tan, blue tan, pink anemone fish. Oh, this is pink anemone fish. Or maybe that's square spot. That's square spot. Yeah.
So strange. Why does it have a square?
Square spot. Oh, this is a square spot. The one with a square spot is a.
The one with the square spot is a square spot.
This also has blue fang, yellow fang. Clownfish, I don't see. Yeah, clownfish. Or maybe there's something else. What is that?
There's an amore.
Oh. They look like that.
There are more interesting ones.
Is that a square spot one?
There's bronco fish in here.
Little bronco fish in here.
See the little blue with orange?
Right there.
Right, and like right there in the back.
Yeah. A couple left for each egg.
That would be cool.
Look at this. This is really interesting. Green scales. There's just one of that kind.
Penguin.
Take a picture. This calls for a picture. What's this doing? Yeah, done. Yeah, this was too much.
Viens voter, non, elle est en boule, elle se les fesses.
Yeah, come up. Let's come. That one's rolling, Arjun. That one is just rolling and rolling.
Vous savez pourquoi ils ont mis des trucs comme ça
Just tumbling.
Ils n'ont pas pu mettre, parce qu'en fait, ils
Oh, here
avaient
it's
nettoyé avec les feuilles de kelp. Là. Ils ont essayé.
Yeah, it will come again now. Ah, it looks up. The blonde one. This is the blonde one. Ah. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, lovely thing. The most playful things. Look at that. That one is rubbing its eyes. I don't know doing what. That's the oldest one. My lovely, my love, my love. Come, my love. My love, yeah, my love.
Just finished the aquarium ride, and then now we're just waiting for an ice cream at Ghirardelli's. Nice, no?
Yeah. The waves almost hitting you here.
Yeah.
I think if it's high tide, it will hit you.
Yeah. And nice sand here.
Yeah. Coast, little coast.
Yeah.
It's got that red throat, I see it.
Can you move a little bit?
I need to go.
No, don't. Hi, chicken.
Can I?
Yeah.
They're scared of me.